Namaste, Witchlings. Oh, lipstick. That would be a good idea. Working on it. Hello, hello, hello. Namaste, everyone. Found that. There. All right. Hello, hello. Anybody out there? We have people lurking. There's my lipstick. I made a promise. Hey, Andrea. I made a promise that until such time as the fascist cheetah was out of office, I would wear red lipstick on my lives every day. So, here we go. And the absolute best part is this entire makeup bag is nothing but red lipsticks. Love it. Yeah. Oh, we have 3 people watching on one side. And oh, hello, Joram. You're good, Joram. I'm doing pretty good, Andrea. I'm not entirely awake yet, and I'm not sure why. Oh, that's right. We did a late night stream for members only. And because of that, I was awake until like almost 4 o'clock this morning. But isn't it great? This scarf actually came from Raven when they came to visit last weekend. So, I have that one, I have this one, and the one that I usually wear. There we go. I can put this on because I no longer have the fake nails on that make it hard to, you know, open the clasp. There we go. Oh. There. Hey, how about that? It's cold. Do I like silk or cotton? I love silk because it doesn't frizz the hair. But cotton works equally as well. These are actually polyester. But this is the other one I wear usually. And let me tell you, this one, because it's the one I'm wearing currently, because it's a regular handkerchief size, was interesting getting it into my hair. But here's the one I normally wear. Boop, 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 boom. With the moths. I believe this one came in, yeah, it came in the Mindful Souls box that I got last month. I also have a prayer shawl that is in one of my totes. It's really pretty too. I am so tired. I know part of why I'm tired. How much you want to bet my oxygen sats are a little low? Actually, I'll grab this. Because, yeah. I'm feeling air hungry. Come on, there it is. That would be it. My pulse ox is a little low, but so is my pulse. Its pulse ox is 93 and beats per minute is 63. Oops. Yup, that's what I'm doing. Coffee is good. I've had a soda because I needed something to take my meds with before I took the dogs out. And the dogs were not going to wait long enough for me to make a cup of coffee to take meds, and I don't do it with a warm drink anyway. Finished that off while I was prepping this morning. And yeah. Oh, by the way, everybody pooped. Sure, you guys wanted to know that, but I just remembered I hadn't told the man behind the curtain that one. All right. Have a good one, Joram. There we go. My earbud keeps trying to bounce out. You know what? Let's see. It worked okay-ish last night, but that's okay. Yup. It was kind of amusing. Tookers. Tookers and I went to go for a longer walk last night. And so we crossed the main drag and he was just getting ready to poop when another dog came walking by with its humans. And so he got distracted and didn't go poop. So that was a little frustrating. Changed earbuds on him. Yeah, now you're a lot quieter too. Interesting. It's kind of fun to see how sensitive the mics on the different earbuds are. Yes. But yeah, it's been an interesting weekend so far. I can deal. I can hear you, so. Did not get any of the housework stuff I wanted to do yesterday done. Totally got sucked into other stuff for the business. But you know what? I can deal. But I did manage to do a little bit of that as my coffee was brewing this morning, so I can live. But yeah, it's a day. It's chilly in here. I mean, you can see that the heater is now uncovered. How are we doing today? He's doing not too bad today. He's a little stressed out. A little insomniac because of the fact we are planning on going to his family this week, which stresses us both out to no end. I absolutely love most of my in-laws, as does he. We agree on the same person for the most part, but it's stressful. and we have to drive 2-ish hours, spend 2 to 3 hours with them, and then 2 hours back, and it's just... And it inevitably, the drive over goes by quick. The drive home, even though it's exactly the same distance and usually very similar traffic, takes forever. But life goes on. I think one of the kids is going with us. The oldest, I haven't asked if he's got the day off. And as much as I love him, I really don't want to be trapped in the car with him. Because he's worse than I am about not shutting up. Oh, wait, y'all see him in chat, so you know. And then the youngest, I think, is catching a ride over with his bestie. Middle child really doesn't want to hang out, so that's fine. And then, yeah. At least this time, we don't have to worry about a dog sitter because we have the bonus kid who's here, and I'm going to talk to him probably today or tomorrow about the fact that we are going to go over, and would he be nice enough to care for them. Yes, it is nap o'clock as soon as we get home. We come home, we greet the dogs, we take care of the dogs, and then we pass the fluff out for a couple of hours. Or I come in here and stare at mindless TV shit. I'll probably come in here and watch my favorite YouTubers. I need to make a list of the ones that I watch really consistently. It's kind of entertaining. Because of the topics they cover. Wavy hair, because I'm learning to take care of this shit. A bunch of politics. Witchy content, like Annie. Absolutely love her. And then my skits, like Shauna the Mom. Shauna the Mom is amazing. Bistro Buddy, something like that. I watch that once in a while. Bistro Huddy, I think it is. Anyway. And then Jessica Vanell, who does the hospitality skits. So those are the ones that I watch a lot of. Oh, and the Gen X Takeover crew. So yeah, and Tom Powell Jr. is one of my politics ones. So yeah, I just sit here and scroll them. Yes. When I wake up early enough to catch it, yes. And it's kind of bittersweet for me because I used to watch it with my dad. Because he and I would always be the first ones up on Thanksgiving. He was getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning so that he could start dinner. And come 8 or 9, whenever the parade started, he'd turn it on. Which inevitably would be what woke me up. And I would come crawling out into the living room going, oh, you turned on the parade. Curl up on the couch or in one of the chairs and just stare at the TV. Yep. We would come out to see Snoopy. And the last few times I've watched the parade with the kids, it was really hard. But I love it. Don't get me wrong. The cool thing is, I don't know if they still have it. Oh, that would be the child. Oh, he had texted. At one time, there was a Macy's Thanksgiving parade. Macy's parade app. There we go. Parade ready. Macy's Inc. Yep. It's the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade ready app, New York City attractions, selfie cam. Oh, so this is for people who actually go to the parade. But there was an app so that you could track what balloons were in the parade that year. That was kind of fun. I have such a love-hate relationship with the holidays, though. I love the whole family gathering aspect of it, but I hate it at the same time because my family sucks and I never felt quite welcome in my own family. Which is why I absolutely adore my in-laws. Because my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and her ex-husband, and now current husband, have always been nothing but sweet and kind and loving and welcoming to me and my kids. Huh. Hello, Valentine. We are doing pretty good. Oh my God, it's Shrek with a mustache. I love it. We're doing pretty good here. Don't mind me, I'm just whining about, the holidays and my shitty-ass family. But I have an amazing in-law family. Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Much better. My cornet now looks better. I know. Do. So yeah, we're kind of looking forward to the holiday. What did they do to me? Oh, honey. I don't have time for the content warning for me to go into exactly what my family did, but let's put it this way. I have CPTSD and there are about 30 of us living in my head because being used as a blow-up doll prior to my memories starting kind of fucked my head up. And my internal organs. And no, I do not play victim. I am a survivor of that shit, but I am also extremely honest about what my family did to me, causing a lot of the issues I have today. And then I was stupid enough to go and join the military and just jack my body up even worse. Yeah. Yep, my family did do very similar shit. And then, the whole sharing a birthday with the golden child, so my birthday totally, completely gets forgotten 90% of the time. Yeah. But yeah, it's trying. But, ever since the day before Father's Day of 2019, my life has been so much quieter and more peaceful and so much easier. Thank you, babe. All right. Oh, look. I really gotta... Where did I... Oh, shit. Okay, hook it up there. 2 points. I made it. But yeah, that's how things are going for me this week. Looking forward to getting everything going next week. Thank you. I spent all day yesterday doing content for Di the Yoga Witch and Yoga with Di. I've got a bunch of ideas for the Witches Market for Yule. And if we don't do Yule, that's okay too. I've got ideas and that gives me more time to create merch for the next one I do vend at, so ha ha ha. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments to the room and setup. I am really happy in here. This is my favorite room in my house. Yes, it looks like a Pepto-Bismol bottle exploded in here. No, pink is not my favorite color, surprisingly. But I like it. I'm pretty happy in here. It is a very good accent to my favorite colors, which are purple and teal, i.e. Oh, haha, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tattoos. You would think I wouldn't have to count anymore, but I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, with like 5 more in the idea stages. A little bit more about me. Andrea knows me well. I am a Navy veteran. Service-connected disabled Navy veteran. So I swear, like the sailor I once was, if F-bombs bother you, this is not going to be the place for you. I am a survivor of just about every kind of abuse you can think of because, well, my incubator and the oldest of my brothers were my first abusers and just set me up for worse. I am a witch, obviously, as you can tell by all of this. Let's see, I am very liberal, pro-choice, queer. I am a member of the queer community. Ah, I know, I think I chased him off. Sad face. How can you be a witch? By practicing witchcraft, by doing magic. And before you ask, no, it is not like the magic you see on stage. You've never met a witch. Oh, I'm willing to bet you have. Most of us don't go out in the world screaming, I'm a witch, I'm a witch, I'm a witch. You'll see some of us wearing a lot of us wearing pentacle jewelry, or it'll possibly be something as subtle as, where's Wolfie? They'll wear something that's very subtle, like oopsie, gotta adjust camera so it'll focus. I got it. Dum 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 dum. Right. Like this, that has the wolf howling at the moon with the Celtic knot, but you look closer and you see it has a little pentacle in the moon. If you were not, up the person's ass who's wearing these earrings, you wouldn't necessarily realize it has the pentacle. Or they'll wear a tree of life, which I don't have one of my tree of life necklaces. They're over there. But, just little simple things like that. Yes, he's actually watching this right now. He is in the chat, too. My husband is my technomancer. He runs my tech. He's actually currently logged in. He is usurping my computer and my laptop. We are in a voice chat over Discord here so that I can communicate with him in the other room rather than having to yell at him or him yell at me. That would be my husband. Hey, Aaron's having some fun stuff. Oh, we're doing this? Okay. I can handle that. I'm gonna mute me. There you go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay. I was gonna say, I hit the button. There we go. Yeah, that's something that's bothering me about my setup right now. Why did that go black? There it is. It is lagging horribly between the buttons on my keyboard and my computer. And then... Am I queer? Yes, I am I bounce between bi and pan. The reason I usually go with bi is I have yet to really be attracted to a transgender or non-binary person, but I don't rule out the possibilities. I have been bi all my life. To the point when I came out to my dad, he's like, your point? I've known that since you were like... I'm like, gee, thanks, Dad. I didn't figure it out until I was in my 20s. Sucks to be you. Thanks, Dad. I love my dad. Loved my dad. I'm also a mom of 3 humans I gave birth to, and then quite a few that I have adopted. Thank you. We have 4 furry children, one of whom is hiding behind me, one of whom is under the desk. The other 2 were probably out in the living room with Dad. We have 3 dogs. Tookers is behind me. Sarge is under the desk. My human children are 22, 24, 27. The furry children, the oldest is Sarge. He is 14. Tookers behind me is 3. Luna, our pit bull Malamute, is 8. And then we have the furry overlord, who is a 10-year-old in a feline body. And that's us. I was in IT once upon a time when I was in the military. So computers are kind of my thing. Yeah. When computers aren't, being total complete pains in my ass. which is normal. I am a coffee and a Dr. Pepper fiend. Andrea is one of my mods. She actually was just a regular here for a while. We got to know her and we promoted her from just visitor to mod. Because, well, the queer, the pro-choice, and the witchy shit kind of attract trolls. Oh no, let's see, we have Mike, we have Mimi, we have Andrea, we have Raven, we have Amy. 6 or 7 at the moment. Roundabout, yeah. Since Mayish. May-June time frame. So you joined us over the summer when shit got really cray-cray for a while. I think we've got like 8. I know it is. Hi, Mike. I think we have like 8. 8 or 10. Oh, yeah, because I forgot Bean. And have we promoted Irish yet? Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, we've got like 9. I have to sit here and count on my fingers because I'm not sure, and it's rare that we have everybody in here. I run my own small family business, which is Yoga with Dylan / Die the Yoga Witch, and it truly is a family business. The only member of my immediate family who does not help out with the business regularly is my middle child. My oldest is one of my mods. My youngest is my Discord god, as well as dog wrangler and cameraman and occasional podcast co-host. My marketing director is one of my adopted kids. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, we did, because it was a joke. Yeah, we have joked about taking his hammer away. One of my bonus kids is my marketing director. Yeah, we are very much a family business. I am a 200-hour Yoga Alliance certified yoga instructor. I am working towards my 300 hours. I have 2 partners in this business. One of them is a friend of mine who is a military wife. She is my melt practitioner, which is kind of a combination of massage therapy, yoga, Pilates, and something else that I cannot remember off the top of my head. And then my soul sister Erin is my Reiki master, as well as tarot and numerology and a bunch of other stuff. 2 of the 3 of us are ordained ministers and can do weddings, funerals, baptisms, etc. I do house blessings, house cleansings, not cleaning, mind you. And I think that pretty much covers most of it. But we're just, this is our just kind of sit and chit chat day. Monday through Friday, I do my daily divinations and self-care where I pull tarot, oracle. We have a goddess of the day. I have my self-compassion and namaste, which are my self-care cards. Did I say goddess of the day? I have no idea. But that's there. And yeah, we're really low key around here, I'll be honest. Excuse me, because I do not have the spoons for drama and stress. I am also a chronic illness warrior. Oh, that's okay. Well, it still says I have 2 in each, so, yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe I did chase them all away. Life goes on. Wow. That's true. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Man. So. Oh, hey, Mimi. Perfect timing. We just chased off the last person. Or at least I think I did. Say, Libby. So I'm back to drinking my peppermint mocha creamer for a few days. Because when I was at the store last, they had this peppermint mocha cold foam. Kind of like, it's a combination. Oh, yeah, it's latte foam. But it matches the creamer I use. And I'm like, ooh. And it's pink. So I had to get it. And once I use that up, I will go back to my pumpkin spice. Oh, yeah. Hey, at least it's the dryer. And you can hang. Oh, wait. It's the middle of winter. Oh, wait. You're in Oregon, though. You can hang your clothes up. There are some really awesome indoor clotheslines. If I can find my favorite, the one that we have. That would be awesome. But we had a clothesline that was 3 lines, and it was strung in our kitchen. So I would just grab clothes out of the dryer, throw them over the line, grab, throw, or out of the washer and toss them over the line, because there are certain things I don't throw in the dryer. Bras, anything with spandex in it, anything that has a picture on it that I don't want to lose or that I don't want to damage. Yoga pants, leggings. So pretty much the only shit that gets thrown in the dryer are my panties and t-shirts. Now that I think about it. That's kind of amusing. But I miss having the clothesline in the kitchen. It got broken. Don't remember how. I think it just finally wore out. Why so serious? Damn it. Somebody in my head, why not cereal? Seriously, guys? That works. You were talking about that the other day. Ow! Yeah, our problem is our washer is having issues. Camera. Check out the cute little camera we acquired for shooting B-roll and stuff on. Isn't he cute? Not sure how good the... Hey, Valentine. Not sure how good the quality of the pictures is going to be, but at least we have it. We thought we scared you off. Glad to see you come back. We have 15 mods. And Mimi's here now. Don't mind me. I need to take some pain meds. We're going to try this. Pop a Motrin. That's not Motrin. Well, cheese and crackers. I think that's Motrin. Yep, that's Motrin. What country? I am in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. I am Seattle adjacent. Why pain med? Because I am 47 years old and my back is screaming about it right now. Military did not do nice things to my body. Combine that with the fact that I have fibromyalgia, so everything hurts all the time. I am aware. My poor son, June of 23, we went to a concert together. And we're chit-chatting with this couple behind us in line for merch. And they asked my son, so how long have you been dating? Once he stopped gagging, he's like, that's my mom. Yeah, people, I tell them that I have a 27-year-old child, and they're like, there is no way in hell you have a 27-year-old child. I'm like, trust me. And then they meet us together, and we act more like siblings than parent and child, and they're like, I swear. I was 20 when I birthed him in August, turned 21 in January. Had to have a babysitter. But yeah, I am 47. I spent 10 months on active duty with the military, was assaulted on active duty, and it was during the late 90s when Clinton was downsizing the military anyway. So I got the boot, came home. That is true. I am being reminded. It wasn't it wasn't necessarily Clinton that was downsizing. The Tea Party kind of forced him to downsize the military. And unfortunately, this was also not too long after the Tailhook Convention happened, when a metric ton, like 6 or 7 women, came forward with the fact that officers at that convention had harassed or assaulted. What is my dream in life? To help, to heal, to spread love, joy, and kindness. That is what I am here for. I am here to help people, to heal people, and to show them that there truly is love, joy, and kindness in this world. That is what I am here to do. I know that yoga helps immensely for a lot of people. I also am trying to focus and show people that there is more to yoga than just the poses. There are 7 other limbs. And ow. I have felt called to heal in some way or another for as long as I can remember. If that means I just sit and listen to somebody vent for an hour, hey, at least I'm helping. That's what I'm here for. And I want to do that and actually, be able to support myself. Because unfortunately, existing costs money. If I could do all of this and just not have to worry about money, I would be even happier. But c'est la vie. Thank you. I try. I'm autistic and ADHD, so I'm ADHD. So pretty much what you see here is me. While yes, I can mask and pretend I'm neurotypical, I cannot pretend to have a personality I don't. And, shut up, guys. No, it wasn't you. I'm not sure. I think it was one of the teenagers who just went, yeah, because you have 30 of us. So, yeah. I am overall a nice person. But I can be a raging bitch when needed too. Hey, Will, how you doing today? All right. Yeah, we haven't really done much yet, Will. We're just sitting here chit-chatting. Got a new person, Valentine. So we're chit-chatting with him. I'm assuming you're a him. I apologize if you're not. Please let me know. The Shrek with a mustache kind of makes me think it's male. Digital dude. Roger that. Okay, so I am not losing what's left of my mind. Yet. Alright, so. Said hi. I see the mousey. Alright, shall we move on? Alright. We're actually going to get on with the show now that I've finished my coffee, cracked the soda. And I'm going to do my little bit of digital housekeeping because we do have a new person or two in here. Please be mindful of the energy you bring into my space, and please be respectful in my chat. If you are not, Arnold and the mods will find you at the Banhammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Ooh, walking is good post-op. Good. Lucky. I just restarted it. All right, so that is summary. Yeah. What you doing, Tookers? All right. All right. What stories are you telling yourself? The ones that lift you up or the ones that hold you back? Today's cards ask you to shift your focus, release regret, and notice the magic that's still standing right in front of you. All right. Yay, Macarena. Anytime I hear, I want to say, hey, that's what comes out. So, Namaste, my witchlings. Welcome to another cozy Sunday morning coffee and cues where we sip, share, and stir a little soul into our mugs. Go grab your favorite crystal. I am yet again playing with my garnet. Light your candle or some incense. Cozy up with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug this morning. And let's step into today's conversation together. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps keep our sacred spiral turning and our witchling circle growing. Whoop, whoop. And I do have some super exciting news. Our YouTube channel is officially monetized. Yay! And you can now join as a Witchling member. Witchling membership starts at 99 cents a month. And when you join, you will unlock all sorts of goodies, such as access to the private Discord community, custom emojis of the critters and yours truly, priority responses to your comments, early access to new videos, members-only content, plus exclusive chats and live streams just for our little circle here. Your membership helps me keep creating all of this magic, and it lets us stay connected in deeper, more meaningful ways. So, if you feel called to support this channel and you can afford it, and you would like to step a little closer into the coven, please tap the join button and come on in. Blessed be, my loves, and namaste. Okay, we have at least one birthday today. Can I have Mousy for just a sec? I want to confirm. Today is, well, I have his in here. Yep. Oh, missed a birthday yesterday. Bummer. All right. We have a birthday today. Oh, that's true. All right, we have a birthday, a very, very special birthday. Donk. Okay, come here, you. Gotta snip the wick. One of these days I'll remember to do that earlier. All right. There we go. All right. Today, grandson number 2 is having his birthday. Sweetheart, Mama Di, Papa, and Uncle Ark are all saying happy birthday. Happy birthday, kiddo. I love you. All right. And now, we are also lighting our candle today to be a beacon of hope and light to those who are lost along the way. Oh, tripping over my tongue. And for all of those who have loved ones in difficult situations. And, well, here's for quick and easy post-op. As we light our candle, we close our circle and invite the ancestors to join us today. May this flame be a beacon of light and hope for those who are stumbling in the darkness and in this sacred glow. We hold space for all survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, offering our light as a small sanctuary of healing and remembrance. Our circle is closed. Oh, that's okay. I didn't see it this morning. That's okay. Doink. Oopsie, don't smack the garnet globe. Now we have our holidays. Holidays. Is that scroll? I'm pretty sure. Yep, okay. We have 1, 2, cheese and crackers. Give me a second. Di pulled a good one in an attempt to get ahead of the game here. I goofed and apparently copy pasted one set of notes twice. So please bear with me. I am being dorky as ever today. There we go. Seriously. There. We have 3 holidays. Thank you, Will. Very much appreciate. Yes, and I didn't realize it. Okay. Mm-hmm. There. Now notes are fixed. All right, now our holidays. Yep. We have 3 holidays today. We have Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day, DB Cooper Day, and Better Conversations Week. Let's start with Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day. Today invites us to honor the quirky, magical, one-of-a-kind things that make you, well, you. Whether that talent is witchy intuition, killer playlists, remembering random facts, crafting beautiful rituals, or simply making people feel seen, celebrate it. Your unique gifts are not accidents. They are part of your soul signature, the energy you bring into the world just by existing. Let yourself shine just a little bit today. Then, this one I chose because, well, I live in the Pacific Northwest. D.B. Cooper Day. Oh, is this one wild? On this day in 1971, the mysterious D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane, parachuted out with $200,000, and poof, vanished, never to be found. A true Pacific Northwest legend. We are absolutely not celebrating crime here, but we can celebrate this mystery, curiosity, and the reminder that the world is still full of unanswered questions and unsolved magic. Sometimes life hands us stories that are stranger than fiction, and they make existence a whole hell of a lot more interesting. Last but not least, Better Conversation Week. This week is all about slowing down enough to actually connect. Ask deeper questions. Listen with your whole chest. Share your truth gently. Let silence be part of the rhythm. Whether you're gathering with family, chosen family, or just chatting with friends online, better conversations are built on curiosity, honesty, and compassion. And honestly, they really feel like a warm blanket in a chaotic world. Those are our holidays today. Amen. Kitty box. Kitty box. Kitty box. Yep. Shelter. Kitty box. Guys, we are not sheltering in the kitty litter box. Please, can we not talk? Well, he does have an igloo. All right. What the heck? Did I check? I did. Oh, shice. I'm not going to say that one, because I don't need to giggle about it. All right. Shall we, momentarily, there's what I'm looking for. Shall we move on to the next part of the show? We have Sanskrit. That's fine. I know, but I had to fix that. Otherwise, I would have been sitting here futzing with it, not able to focus on anything else. Our Sanskrit. Today we are stepping into the energy of our Sanskrit word of the work. Today, we are stepping into the energy of our Sanskrit word of the week, Siva, a sacred term that means selfless service, heart-led action, and kindness offered without expectations. Siva is the quiet magic of giving from a place of love. It's the warmth in a gesture no one asked for, the compassion that moves before your mind catches up, the instinct to uplift simply because it feels like the right thing to do. Siva is the moment we ask ourselves, how can I ease someone's path today? What can I offer that brings more light into the world? And how can I show up with generosity even in small, gentle ways? This week, we're letting Siva guide us in our practice, in our rituals, in our relationships, and in those subtle in-between moments where intention becomes action. It's the reminder that kindness is powerful, that presence is a form of service, and that caring for others does not mean abandoning ourselves, because true Siva begins with a nourished, steady heart. So, as you move through the days ahead, notice where your natural generosity wants to flow. Notice the places where you can offer support without losing your own grounding. And notice how even the simplest act, a smile, a soft word, a moment of patience, becomes sacred when it's given freely. This week is all about heart-centered action, not for recognition, but for connection. Welcome to the week of Siva, Witchlings. Let's embody it together. Haha. Uh-oh. Aw, I missed something fun, it looks like. Oh, God. I am a joke. Oh, how sweet of you. Yep. I can see your toe beans, toe beans, toe beans. Yeah, Fuzzbud doesn't like it when I sing at him. Probably because I followed him around the house for a week screaming, Chat noir, je pétais. My poor cat puts up with so much out of me. All right. But seriously, oh, Mimi didn't see it. Hey, Mimi. Look at the camera we now have for recording B-roll and things like when I'm out with the puppers and taking walks and want to take pictures and shit. Because, I mean, we need critters footage for their channels. And I have pictures from when Mammy Hand the Carton and I took all three of them out last night. Because I love taking pictures of the dogs, especially Sarge when he'll let me. Note, I say when you'll let me, little man. Yeah, oh. Do we have a picture of his? We need to take a picture of his snaggletooth grin. Yeah! And not only does it take pictures, power button, it makes noise. But it also takes video. There, you can see the little white square with the play button in it. It was cheap, I'm assuming. Cat picked it up off Temu, however it's pronounced. But, you know, it'll be useful because, honestly, I formatted it so. But this, I can huck this into the totes that go to events with us. And if it gets lost or stolen or some such, it was like maybe $10. And I'm not going to cry if it disappears. So, yay! Yeah. As opposed to my phone, which rarely ever leaves my body. Because, yeah, I don't want to lose a $2,500 phone. Do you? And I use it constantly. I think she also ordered a little freaking cheap-ass camcorder too. We'll find out. But yeah, let's see. Yep. Sarge, Sarge will, as soon as he notices I've got my phone in position to take pictures of him, he will leave. But Mommy was mean to him when he was a puppy and would forget to turn the flash on my camera off or on my phone off. And so he now associates Mommy's phone with bright light that hurts. Yeah, I am kind of predictable in that way, and I am also probably projecting badly today. See, what else have we done? I spent a few hours the other night rearranging my the totes that I use for events. I have a who go what where? Yeah. Rearranging the totes that I use for events, and then I have a small rolling cube that's pink, and it will help lug stuff. I have a slightly bigger wagon that supposedly holds up to 600 pounds, so that'll be useful for lugging shit around. The pop-up we use does not have wheels. That would be the big pop-up that we're not going to use. So yeah, I am definitely figuring out ways to work smarter, not harder. I have... Oh, I might. I don't remember. But yeah, so yeah, things are going really well there. I have some really adorable charms to make more jewelry out of. We are waitlisted for Yule right now, which is why I'm kind of going, if I make it, if I don't, that's okay. No. I crossed fingers. It is not flipping you off. But I am so not going to complain if we don't make Yule, because the next event after Yule is February. So that gives me all of December up until, the middle of January to get all of the merch I need, make sure I have the money to pay the booth fee and everything there, and then the link tree has been updated with the dietheyogawitch.shop that takes you to the online storefront. We did not get pictures taken of the jewelry yesterday. That is still on the agenda. Might happen today. I'm not positive. And then let's see what else. I think that's everything. So let's go and get to the card readings, because we have 2 cards and then Mr. Rogers, and we'll chat some more. How's that sound? Oh, go make coffee. I'll keep chit-chatting then. I am so glad I reread that. The word isolation did not come across as isolation when I first read it. We are not going to say what it said. But the word started with an A. It's very peoply out there. It is way too peoply out there for my taste half the time. But yet I do things like volunteer at the witches market, or volunteer to be a crossing guard for the Halloween event, the trick-or-treat Front Street event. Yeah, so I am an introverted extrovert, because while I love being around lots of people, I then have to very much decompress afterwards. Tokers has been doing that, Will. We've had some fruit flies and some other bugs in the house, and he is the only one of the 3 that we currently have that I have seen try to catch flies. And it makes me laugh so hard every time. Fuzzbutt won't even go after them. I mean, you see videos of people picking their cats up to, deal with a spider or something. No, my cat won't do that. He just looks at it like, what the fuck are you doing in here, dude? Get out. Will he go after it? No. I was actually kind of surprised that he went after the mice because he is not a hunter cat. And he is now about as wide as he is tall when he is loafing. He has definitely found the midlife spread. Love my cat, but God. What else? Luna's hips are bothering her because of the cold. I need to connect with Andrea and find out where in Oregon she is. I have no idea where that thought came from. It was just... My brain is being my brain today. Ambivert, thank you. Yes, that is. I can't always remember the word ambivert. Please tell me. Okay, good. I can't always remember that one, but yeah. Yeah, he only yells at me when something's really wrong. Although he... Son of a seagoing biscuit biter. I didn't realize... Oh, that's the wolf. Okay. So that's not a bad thing. Yay. I thought this was my, one of my Tree of Life necklaces that I had just said I didn't have. Hey, Irish! Forest Grove. Oh. Hey, you're out there by the college. You get inundated the last weekend in May every year. Wait. First weekend was... Yeah. First weekend was prom. Second weekend was Music in May. Was May Day. Third weekend we were in Anaheim. Fourth weekend was Music in May. Yep. That's all good. It's all good, Irish. You came in and said hi. Hey, Hazel. Go get some sleep. Yes, sleeping for school is important. My sister lived in Newburgh for years. I would laugh if you had run into my sister at work when she was at Sherry's. I am so sad that Sherry's closed. Sherry's just closed everything. They folded, and I am actually very sad. I used to love Sherry's. New Year's of 2000, my ex-husband and I came up to Oregon to visit my grandmother and went out to eat at Sherry's. Sherry's was a restaurant chain very similar to Denny's. Similar food, 24 hours. But they had this one combo that they called the Sherry's combo. It was a burger, fries, and milkshake. And there was this restaurant in San Diego that we went to occasionally after we got back from that had the Sherry's combo. And my ex is like, you're going to like that. And I'm like, hey, they know Sherry's. And he's like, yup. It was. So last night was just members only. Pretty much, we have discovered that I cannot record shorts or reels or any of that shit unless I'm live, because sitting down and actually doing it doesn't work well. So we did a members only live that we had a whole whopping 3 people and not at the same time pop into. So I am trying to figure out how to gift some of the memberships, especially to the mods. But, well, when it's members only, we don't need to worry so much about the mods, which makes sense. And yes, Sherry's was so the place to be. In high school, all of the cool kids, or the ones I thought were cool, would go and hang out at Sherry's and sit in the smoking section and just drink coffee for hours on end. And the incubator would never let me go. We were there one night. I was there with my parents. And a couple of them in that group spotted me and waved and said, come sit with us. She wouldn't let me go. Hate that woman. So after one of the, I guess, founders of that group passed away. By the way, alcoholism is evil. I finally convinced the man behind the curtain to go to that Sherry's and just sit there. And it was kind of a fun night. Small world moment happened. So my hometown is about 3 hours north of where my brothers graduated high school. I was talking to our waitress and commented that I had lived there. And she's like, "Oh, that's where I graduated high school." And I'm like, "Really? You look like you're about my brother's age, so I'm willing to bet you knew at least one of my brothers or my sister-in-law." And she's like, "What are their names?" Gave them their names. She didn't know my brother's names, but she did know my sister-in-law. And I'm like, small world. It was just so weird because I'm not used to running into people from Southern Oregon in the Willamette Valley. Bird chili. Oh my good gods. I am so flashing back to boot camp every time this damn thing hits my chest because it's like remembering my damn dog tags being that freaking cold. Oh. Oh, but yes, Sherry's was the place to be. Yeah, he used to hang out at Sherry's in the early aughts because it was up here in the Washington in Washington too, and yeah. Oh, that's right. The smoking ban when you couldn't smoke anymore. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was Sherry's was awesome because you could go in, take your laptop because they had free Wi-Fi, sit at a table, drink coffee, eat something, and just sit there for hours and use their Wi-Fi. I know so many people who would study. I know a couple of books that were written at Sherry's, or anything, all of that stuff, and it's just. Mm-hmm. So, reminder, Mimi, the basic level, Witchling level membership is only 99 cents a month. So, yep, Hazel's here. Irish popped in and said hi. Where in Washington were you? I'm just curious. Because I have lived, so, born in Gold Beach, which is the South Oregon coast. Moved from Gold Beach to Port Orford to Tri-City, Tri-City to Myrtle Creek. That's where I met Will. Yes! I miss Fat Harvey's. So Myrtle Creek is where I met Will. Moved from Myrtle Creek to the Portland metro area, bounced around Portland. So we started in, the hotel was in Lake Oswego, went to Beaverton, to Milwaukee, to North Portland, to Hillsboro, to Woodburn. That's where I graduated. And then living while I was in the Navy, I was in San Diego. Got out of the Navy and went back to Woodburn. A few months later, went back to, I moved down to Anaheim, technically Garden Grove, but Anaheim, Garden Grove are like Eugene, Springfield. Lived with my ex-mother-in-law. At the time, she was my future mother-in-law. Then moved to San Diego, to Reseda, back to San Diego, and then up here to Washington, where we lived on the other side of the Sound, bounced around 3 places on the other side of the Sound, then came here. I know where Prosser is. That's cool. Vancouver. I am so pissed off that they killed Fat Harvey's. Or that they closed Fat Harvey's and turned it into something else. Someplace where it's warm and you can find cool shit to do with a decent cost of living. Nevada. And Nevada has the benefit of, even though it gets unreal hot, and I know everybody says this, and everybody who hasn't experienced it thinks it's ridiculous, but it is a dry heat, which means you don't feel as, oh my God, I'm going to die, as you do somewhere where it's more humid, like, I don't know, Louisiana. Yeah. So, that I agree. I want to either move down to the Oregon coast, probably central Oregon coast, possibly down to Northern California where his family is from, or Vegas. Oh. Ah. Oh, north side of the Bay Area? Okay. Hey, Hazel. Yeah. Hazel actually lives about where I want to move to. Actually, yeah. That's. Yeah. See, that's why I like where we are right now. Um, if you guys want to know about where I'm living, I highly encourage you to watch Twin Peaks. Seriously. It was filmed here. And I love it. Bah. What? That is true. The Twin Peaks reboot. Which one? The first or the second? Yeah, so the second, the Twin Peaks Return, that's more like what it is now, but that you'll see how beautiful this valley is. I mean, Mimi can attest to this. I've showed her that I have this absolutely gorgeous mountain that I can look at as from my front porch. It is amazing to live here. That would be awesome, Mimi. Maybe not a house altogether, but I really do have the dream of I want to find a property that has enough acreage that basically, I hate putting it this way because it doesn't feel right because of the negative connotations, but I want a commune. I want a place where my people can live. Those of us that are good with taking care of kids, they get to help raise the kids. Those of us that are physically able to hold a job and bring in income, they get to do that. Those who can cook, they get to cook for the entire clan. And all just play to our strengths. Have a big ass garden. We will not raise animals to slaughter, but maybe figure out somebody who can help us deal with chickens. So we have eggs, because eggs are great. And just live in one just big unit. We each have our own, hey, John! We each have our own, home, but we have like a ginormous community area, covered and uncovered, indoor and out. But that has been a dream of mine since I was a teenager. We're doing pretty good, John. You came in before I read the cards today, so you're doing pretty good. But see, if I could get this commune-like thing, I would also be able to have like my yoga studio, and hell, if I did it right, I could have the nonprofit that I want, which has essentially a homeless and domestic violence shelter there. I mean, I have dreams. And I'm not quite 50, so most of these dreams are not entirely out of reach. Unless, I can never make the money for it. I'm hopeful, I am hopeful, I am hopeful, I am hopeful. All right. Let's go ahead. He's back. He made his coffee. So, burp, burp, burp. Oh, hello to whoever just popped into the horizontal feed. Sweet. Yeah, landscape feed. There we go. Have a good one, Hazel. All right, do. And yes, I know my breathing is not sounding great. I used my nebulizer before we went live. I will probably use it again. The rain is killing us. Well, okay, it's killing my asthma. Yeah. Oh, God, brain is starting to spin. Ooh, I can't wait to hear about it, John. Okay, let's get my cards read and Mr. Rogers, and then we'll go back to chit-chatting for a bit. Because I really, really, really want to chit-chat. All right. Our oracle. We are still using the Chubby Witch. That's not the oracle. That's the tarot card. Good thing I looked. Chubby Witch. And it is B. Critical of stories. Man, doesn't that room look comfy and cozy? We all tell ourselves stories. Some of them are beautiful, like telling ourselves we can achieve anything we want to if we just put in the work and have a little trust and patience along the way. And we can get caught up in the most delightful daydreams where we play out our best case scenarios, the ones where we finally have everything we could ever want. However, some of them aren't so beautiful, like telling ourselves that our dreams are too unrealistic and could never possibly come true. Instead of dreaming up those best case scenarios, we reach for the worst, playing them over and over again in our minds. We make lists of excuses why we can't pursue the lives we so desperately wish for. We put nothing but limits on ourselves. This card asks you to examine which kinds of stories you've been telling yourself lately. Magical tip. Dabble in a little tech magic. Play a life sim game and through your character, work towards your real life goals. Don't stop there though. Use this as inspiration to get out there and take the steps necessary to make them materialize. I'll take an excuse to play The Sims. That's our oracle. Our tarot. I'm being weirder than usual today. All right, today's tarot. I love this card. Today's tarot card is the Five of Cups. Now, real quick, before we move on, I wanted to zoom in. Look, she has vitiligo. How freaking awesome is that? Okay, so Five of Cups is our card today. Spilled tea isn't the end of the world. After tripping and spilling nearly all of her enchanted tea, this witch is totally distraught, to say the least. The good news, though, is that it was only nearly all of it, not all of it. There are still 2 perfectly good cups of tea left, but she's so lost in her initial grief that she forgets all about them. There may be a situation where you're doing something similar, fixating on your missteps to the point that you cannot see the magic that awaits you beyond them. You may find yourself overthinking some of your past words or actions, but the thing is, there is no way for you to go back and change them. The only thing you can do is commit to using those hard lessons learned to make better choices in the future. And that, my darlings, is our tarot card for the day. Okay. Bump, bump, bump. There we go. Used the wrong version of witch. All right, and now our affirmation. I offer my gifts with love, not obligation. My service is sacred, my energy is precious, and every act of kindness I give returns to me as peace. Love it. Oh, which card? The Five of Cups? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, most modern tarot decks are based on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Most of the interpretations and everything, so I'm not surprised. A lot of decks also, yep, train of thought derailed. Rider-Waite, modern decks. The artwork is also very similar in most, which is one of the reasons I'm loving the Cozy Witch, and my cat tarot, the cannabis tarot, because, well, the Rider-Waite Smith deck, which is the deck most people know, has a lot of Christian imagery to it. All right. Now let's see what Mr. Rogers has to say. Yes. We have Mr. Rogers. Oh. Yeah, I missed the first three words. Okay. It's not always easy for a father to understand the interests and ways of his son. It seems the songs of our children may be in keys we've never tried. The melody of each generation emerges from all that's gone before. Each one of us contributes in some unique way to the composition of life. And that is what Mr. Rogers has to say today. Pop over there. Tarot book. Nope. Tarot comes back out. Card goes in. Book. There we go. Ha. All right. Now that we've gotten through all of the important parts. Yay! Kermit Flail. Oh, yes. Blessings. Today's blessing. May your heart be nourished, your spirit be steady, and your path be guided by the quiet magic of kindness. May Siva flow through your actions, soften your days, and remind you that you are both worthy of care and capable of offering it. Go gently, my witchling, spread love, joy, and kindness. Blessed be, and Namaste. All right. With the extinguishing of our candle, we are opening our circle and extending our eternal gratitude to the ancestors who joined us. Boink. Nah. We'll do that in half an hour. There we go. Ha ha. Oh. I thought you did. Isn't it? So, the author is Amanda Lovelace. She is a poet and an author, and her illustrator, hold on, her illustrator is Janina Medeiros. Now, what was that question, babe? No, that is not the Della Lunas. Okay, let's see. Crazy Witch Tarot is the very first deck I've ever helped create. Prior to this, I had the pleasure of co-creating Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle, which is the other one I use. I'm looking to see if she explains. Cozy Witch Basics. Structure, 78 cards, major, minor, suits. Okay, reversals. Okay. Yay, I'm glad you're feeling positive tonight, John. Like I said, I know she explained why she did the artwork the way she did, and I'm just not finding it. All right. Boom. Ooh. Who wants to go through some of the questions that I came up with for us today? Yay! I really do have that Kermit flail stuck in my head. Am I the only one who grew up watching the frickin' Muppet Show? Oh my good gods. That's right. Okay. So, I have subconsciously picked up on something that one of the YouTubers I watch a lot does. She does the yay almost, but she doesn't say Kermit flail, but she does it, and it's just so funny to watch her. Seriously, y'all. Oh, has she? Yeah. If you could pop her link, that would be great. And okay, so the first gift I received after my darling big brother dubbed me Piggy was a finger puppet of Miss Piggy from my sister-in-law. So I have a special place in my heart for Miss Piggy. But Animal was always my favorite. Reminded me too much of my big brother. So yeah. I think one of my favorite Muppet things, though, is Muppet Bohemian Rhapsody. That was absolutely perfect. There she is, Annie, grumpy old crone. She is the one that I'm picking up the yay from. I've also slipped a couple of her phrases in here. Existing whilst witchy is one of her segments. Because it goes existing whilst witchy, the meat and 2 potatoes, and then I can't remember the rest of them, but those are the 2 that are always there. She's just so much fun to watch, and I swear to God we've got some relation. And also, Tiny Angry Witch is stop action claymation, and oh God, there's a new one. Sorry. Highly recommend watching that. The Tiny Angry Witch releases about once a month. But when you think about how much work goes into creating each video, it makes sense. Annie, the grumpy old crone, tries to post to YouTube once a week. She also has her Patreon. So, yeah. Do I? Oh, hello, Kiki. I see you now. Hello. Kiki Law is in the other chat, y'all. We're just kind of sitting here chilling out, having fun, being goofy. Hi, this is me. Oh, I can take this off now. Boop. We have finished the witchy part. Doink. Ah! I didn't mean to yell at you. Sorry. I swear, I need to do one of 2 things. I either need to put the mic back on the desk in front of me or go back to wearing a lapel mic because the number of times I smack it. Johan, you are welcome to ask a question. However, I do not do divinations on live streams other than the cards I'd already drawn. But go ahead and ask your question. No, we have not seen Minuscule John. I would love to. That sounds fun. My brain just derailed again. Aside from the fact everybody has stuff coming at them that they don't see yet, I don't. I don't feel anything traumatic coming your way, but I could be wrong. Yes, if you really want to know an in-depth reading, please book a reading. You can find the link to book a reading on the link tree that is in the pinned comment. Hey John, minuscule, he's getting animated bugs. Is that what he was supposed to find? Okay, Brain, can we wheel it back here and get back on topic? No? Oh, okay. We have our notebooks buried, so. But this is just me kind of sitting here chilling with my witchlings, my viewers, mostly my regulars. We just kind of sit here and chit chat. I've pulled a couple of cards. That pinched things it wasn't supposed to pinch. Pulled a couple of cards earlier. But otherwise we just pretty much sit here and chit chat. Oh, here's a good question for you darling witchlings, especially those of you who are regulars here. How can we, as a community of witchlings, practice Siva together this week? So, for those of you who do not know what Siva is compassionate giving. Okay, John. Well, I know you'll be back when you get signal back. There we go. Almost there. This is where we need to be. Okay, so Siva is the quiet magic of giving from a place of love. It's the warmth and a gesture no one asked for, the compassion that moves before your mind catches up, the instinct to uplift simply because it feels like the right thing to do. It is the moment we ask ourselves, how can I ease someone else's path today? What can I offer that brings more light into the world? And how can I show up with generosity even in those small, gentle ways? So that is Siva. And I am asking, how can we, as our community of witchlings, embody Siva this week? Because honestly, I think it would be awesome. Andrea, there's something in the air, I swear, because I'd be making biscuits if I were a cat. So, yeah. I'm going to grab my unicorn. I was playing with this last night. I had seen them and really wasn't thrilled with them. Actually, got a couple of them previously. But I was sitting here on stream last night and just needed something to do with my fingers, and it kind of works. And you don't have anybody you trust to come in and care for it, for her. That is awesome, Andrea. I'm thinking, Mimi, we'll talk later. See if we can figure something out. Oh, man, you know. And I foresee this happening in the near future because of shit. Also, fair warning to those of you who are new, I am former military, and I swear like the sailor I once was, if an F-bomb here and there offends you or just casual, yeah, you might not want to be here. But my brain just went B-sod real fast. What did I do? What was I saying? Fuck if I know. I love that name, by the way, yes. Rampage is also a transformer, but we won't go there. What the hell was I saying when I said fair warning? Because I was about to drop a swear word, and I can't for the life of me remember what the fuck I was saying. Cheese and crackers. can't say I blame you for that with what you've told me. Hate my brain. Oh, do I hate my brain. Can't. I already suggested. All right. Froggers. Nope. We're in a very similar boat though, Mimi. If we didn't have the bonus kid who's here, to take care of the furry children on Black Friday, we'd be having to figure out how to take all three of ours, and I don't know how well Tookers would react to the in-laws' dogs. Hey, Mike, how you doing today? We're doing pretty good over here. I love the fact that Andrea gave some water and hot and hand warmers and body warmers. That's so awesome of you, Andrea. Oh, I wish. Man, I wish to holy hell I, was independently wealthy, because it would make my life so much easier. Yep. What does the Lover's card mean? You know what? I'll pull it out of here. You would think after, 30 years of reading I'd have some of this shit memorized. I don't. Alright. High Priestess, Emperor, Hierophant, Strength, Hermit, Good Luck Charm, Justice, Patient Witch, the Broom. The Broom of Doom. Did I somehow skip the Lovers? I think I did. I did. Alright. Cozy Witch, Magician, High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, Lovers, number 6. Okay, so. I'm going to read you from the book here because my brain is not parsing it right now. Two smitten witches stare into each other's eyes as they decide whether they're ready to take this next step. On one hand, one kiss has the potential to change everything for the worse. On the other hand, it also has the potential to change everything for the better. In a similar way, you may be deciding whether you want to get swept away by something or perhaps someone, because the intensity of it is unlike anything you've ever experienced. This connection may feel fated, and that's because it very well could be. That's not to say it will definitely work out, but that's not to say it won't either. If you don't try, you'll never know the end result. So, what do you say, witch? Basically, the Lover's card is saying you are in a will they or won't they situation. While popularly seen as a card of romance, its deeper traditional meaning revolves around choice and the alignment of values. So again, it suggests a partnership built on mutual trust and raw honesty rather than just infatuations. It often appears when you face a significant life dilemma. You are being asked to choose not what is easy or expected, but what aligns with your highest self. It represents the union of your own dualities, masculine, feminine, logic, emotion, or conscious, subconscious, resulting in inner wholeness. That's what you're looking at. Tree of Life. It's aligned with Gemini, Air, and the number 6. So, where did you pull that from, babe? Okay. Because, I know. Tarot.com and I can't remember the other website I use. Donk. But now I'm curious but I have the app for that one here. Boom. I am very frustrated. Boom. It. You're welcome. Which deck? I'm curious. Ah, John's back. Cool. Dollar Tree is awesome for stuff like that. If you can get the decent quality stuff, which is one thing I like about Dollar Tree. I have seen some reasonable brand made stuff. Do what? That's part of my problem. Ah, there we go. Now I might actually be able to hear it. I have my landlord going to do it, but she's going to do it. Yep. Ooh, African American deck. Oh. I think I know the deck you're talking about, and it's gorgeous. Are you a fairly experienced reader, Michael? Because there are some decks that if you're not familiar with the tarot, it's going to be extra confusing. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, hold on, because you're Labyrinthos, by the way. That's where I get my stuff from. There we go. There are some really nice beginner-friendly tarot decks. The Rider-Waite-Smith deck is very popular because, well, Rider-Waite-Smith, Smith-Waite, Modern Witch. I actually use the Modern Witch myself, and I just put it on the shelf so I can't reach and grab it. Lightseers Tarot is another one I use. I really love the Lightseers because not only does it have the upright and reverse, it also has a little affirmation that goes with each card. Practical Magic. That one sounds fun to look at. Smith-Waite Centennial, which is a Rider-Smith-Waite. I mean, I had 3 decks. Oh, there they are. To show you guys the artwork on a Rider-Smith-Waite deck. By the way, Mike is black. That makes sense why you'd want the African American deck. I picked this deck up simply because it was pink. Impulse. I have impulse control issues. But this is... Actually, that's not what I want. Let's see, I want the... Major Arcana, not the minor. There's the Tower. The Moon. That's the Two of Cups. Here we go, the World. Okay, so this one does have some of the more Christian imagery to it. Let me grab this. Click. Boink. There we go. Click. Okay, so there is the lion in right above the word world, and the rabbit, I think it is. No, that's a bull or an ox. Those are both very Christian images. There we go. There's that one. The Tower has the crown, but that's not what I want. I know what I'm looking for, but it is just... Okay. You don't get much more blatantly Christian iconography than Gabriel blowing his horn. And that is part of why I don't use a Rider Waite Smith deck very often. Okay. You can see the iconography in there. The crosses on the crosses on the thing going down the chest, the crown, the keys. I mean, the crown actually looks more Asian, but there's still a lot of Christian iconography in that picture. And I don't like it as much. This one, you straight up have an angel lurking above the lovers. Yes. Yes, John, they are called altar cloths, or you can have a tarot cloth specifically. I do have one. I just haven't used it in a while. I have thought about it. I just need to figure out what I would put on it. But yes, I love altar cloths. And they can be a quick and easy way to decorate your altar space. Yes, it is. You are correct there, friend. But altar cloths are an easy way to decorate your space without having to redo everything, I guess is one way of saying it. But I don't know. Now, see, this one's really interesting. She has the triple moon on her crown, but a cross around her neck. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. It's the High Priestess. There we go. Ha ha! Yeah, no puns. Pink, yes. Yeah, no, there is a reason that I refer to Wicca as the Catholicism of magic. Because it's got all of the smells and bells that go into a Catholic mass, except it's magic. So yeah, I have pissed a few people off with that observation. Primarily Wiccans, but the last Wiccan I said that to, he is a member of the Spiritual Practitioners Association. And I'm like, I know you are Wiccan, so please don't take offense at what I'm about to say. But from my experience, Wicca is the Roman Catholics of witchcraft. And he started rolling with laughter. He's like, oh my God, you were so right. And none of the magic. Oh, sorry. As he's saying, all the smells, all the bells, and all the ritual. But, yeah. Yeah. Yep, she was holding a Torah. Yes. Okay. Oh, yes. The number of times I have looked at my animal and told them they're a jackass. Hell, Fuzzbutt steals my chair, and I'm like, you furry little bastard. You are so lucky I love you. And I swear he laughs. I do. I swear he laughs at me. But, where you going, Tuckerdoodles? Are you running away? Is Mommy being mean? Don't mind me. I pulled this deck out and it was all messed up. So now my brain is saying I have to fix it before I can do anything else. There are days when brain just hates me so much. Wands, not swords. Wands, wands. That's swords, that's cups, that's wands. The fact that I know where I put stuff. I am currently fixing my cards, that pink deck. I have a way that I typically store my decks. When I'm not using them, I will put them back into correct order. Yeah, I will reset them, basically, factory reset. And, yeah, these weren't set the way they're supposed to be. So my brain is currently screeching bloody murder. Knight, page. Yup. Queen of Wands goes on top of the knight and the page. 9, 10. Knight. There we go. 7, 8, 9, 3. Goes there. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wands are done. What is my brain saying? Distractions? My brain is saying that I cannot put this away until I put it into order and put it away properly. Thank you, Incubator Bitch. Your lessons sank in just a little too well on occasion. Alright, 8. That is 9. That's the king, that's the queen, that's the page, that's the ace. 10. Page. Where's the knight? Page. There it is. Stuck to the ace. Page, knight, queen, king. Yes, the high priestess is the keeper of secrets. I know that feeling. Yes, I will start 15 different things at the same time and get frustrated. Tell a story of a favorite reading. Oh. Honestly, and this is going to sound crazy. I have a very dear friend from high school who is the first person that I ever read who was not immediate family or chosen family. He asked me, or I actually asked him if he would be interested in getting a reading from me. So that he could review it and, help my business along. And he, being a good friend, said, sure. So we did the reading. And, he was, at the time, married, living in Phoenix, and one of the cards popped up, and I'm like, you're thinking about moving back home in the near future, aren't you? And he's like, no. And I'm like, interesting, because the cards are telling me that you are going to go back home very soon. And he's like, now that's kind of interesting. And then about a month later, maybe 2, I got a message from him that he was back in Portland, which not home for us, but close enough. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And the divorce is in process. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, back up. What happened? And he's like, well, after the reading you did, I did some thinking and some soul searching, and I realized that my marriage really wasn't as good as I wanted everybody to think it was. And she was actually abusive. And I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, so we're separated, we're divorcing, and I'm back home in Oregon. And I'm like, so what you're saying is my reading destroyed your marriage? And he's like, in a good way. So yeah, we laugh about it to an extent, but I was actually very kind of upset about that idea because I hate the idea that I did something like that. But then I have to flip the script on it and realize that I didn't destroy the marriage. I woke him up to the toxic behaviors he was living with at that point in time. And because of the fact that I did that reading, it opened his eyes to see it, and he decided he wanted better for himself. Mind you, this is a young man. God, we're not young anymore, but this is a man who grew up essentially in a cult, Jehovah's Witness. And, yeah. He is now regularly reading tarot, learning more about witchy stuff, and just expanding his own horizons at 48. And I could not be prouder of him and happier for him. And if my reading was the catalyst for all of that, go me. That is my favorite reading story. Next would be my youngest took me to an event with a concert that a friend of his was performing. And it happened to be the day before my birthday. And we picked up a new deck of tarot cards for me for my birthday. And, I was sitting there playing with them, as you do. And one of the other guys that was there for the concert happened to glance over and see me, and he's like, "Are those tarot cards?" And my son was sitting with him, and he's like, "Yeah, my mom reads tarot cards for a living. Are you interested?" And he's like, "Yeah, if you would." So I sit there, mind you, never used this deck before, and I just start pulling cards, and he's like, "How did you know that? How did you know that?" I'm like, "So I take it my reading here is being pretty accurate." And he's like, "Yeah." So, yep, they have Jehovah's Witnesses in Oregon. Actually, there is apparently a rather large congregation of them in the town that we grew up in. Be safe, John. Oh, Mimi. Not a problem. We'll do that soon then. Because that is fun for me. I love doing readings. It's weird, but it's fun. Despite the fact it tends to be rather freaking exhausting if I do too many at once. XI goes on top of XII. Nope. That's 13, not 12. There's 20. XIX goes over X. Double X. Okay. And there's 12. Where's death? Where did death go? There it is. 16. Probably at the bottom here. Yep. B-I. Damn it. There it is. 18. 21. Okay, 18, 19, 20. 11. 10 is at the bottom of this. Nope. There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 21. Ha. Yes, I said be safe. All right, there we go. I got them fixed. It's a good thing I know my Roman numerals. How many different ways do I read cards? Oh, let's see. Well, there's the multiple different layouts. My typical when I'm reading for me or one of my more expensive readings is I will shuffle, and it's a shuffle 4, cut 5 thing because the number 9 is sacred to the goddess. And then I lay out 3 rows of 7 cards, and I read them that way. I read them left to right. And that is my preferred method, but that is also like a $50 reading because of the amount of energy that goes into it. I used to know how to do a Celtic cross. Don't do that one very often because I never liked it. But most commonly for my $20 readings, or if you're at an event, $5, $10 readings, is a simple 3-card pull like I do on my streams and my shows here. And I just pull them all together. Unless my client requests a past, present, future reading, which is also a 3-card reading. And the first card you pull generally talks about where you have been, what has led to this moment where you're asking your question. Middle card is the present. This is where you're at right now, and probably part of what caused you to ask the question. And the future card is this is what's going to happen, and this is the answer to your question. Another thing I do, and I just put it in the damn tote, I read pendulum. I do pendulum readings, which, oh, I don't have one that I can grab, but pendulums are very, very, very rare. I can only do like 3 pendulum readings a day for clients because the pendulum, oh, if I do more than 3 pendulums a day, I am done for the next 4 days. But pendulum readings are simple yes, no questions most of the time. Although I do now have a board that has the letters of the alphabet and numbers on it, so I can do slightly more complex readings. But the different ways I read my cards, like I said, standard 3 card that I do, a 21 card, or a present, past, or past, present, future reading. Those are my reading. Those are the ways I read cards. I am also depending on the deck. Most of my decks do reversals, and therefore I do reversals. But if I am reading with a deck that does not, then so be it. Not a bonfire. Yeah. See, you're good there, Mimi. Yeah, we're so used to smelling smoke. But there is a difference, as Mimi said, there's a difference between bonfire smoke, wood stove smoke, and wildfire smoke. It's weird, but you can tell the difference. And then there's always, even though it's illegal up here, the smell of burning leaves. God, that is an amazing smell. Oh. And to smell something like that for the first time at like 7, 8 years old, that is a scent memory. I smell burning leaves today, and I am right back in my dad's hometown, back in Illinois, walking around the block with him. I think we were walking over to Aunt Nellie's house, his aunt's house. And just, oh, that was an awesome trip. First time I ever flew. Anybody want the train of thought after I tell you this question? Is anybody else going to go see Wicked? The second half of Wicked? And does anybody want to know how I got from walking to, my first plane ride to Wicked? I plan on going and seeing it. Doesn't it? Language is so frustrating and just, it doesn't work well. Limited, that's the word. Oh, distraction. It's really good. This is not a spoiler in any way, shape, or form, other than the fact that they have the cameos, but I think that's been all over the news anyway. Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, who were the original Broadway Galinda and Elphaba, have cameos and a song of their own in the movie. It's great. No. It's B-O-N Fires, Mimi, just so you know. But the way it's pronounced, a lot of people add a D to it. Not surprised. So, same. But so the way I got from My first plane ride to Wicked was that was the first time I flew. Oh, witches fly on brooms. Oh, Defying Gravity, Wicked. Hey, the movie's coming out soon. Distraction says it has intentional misdirection inside language, or maybe just weird shit. Everything is perfect. Yes. Language is so imprecise. I wish I could remember how my teacher training instructor talked about language. Mind you, English is like her third or fourth language. And the fact that some languages have words to describe things that other languages don't. German has a word for damn near everything, just is one that comes to mind. But we have things like sensations or emotions or, just things like that we don't have words for. Or these things that you know what you're feeling, you know what you're thinking, but someone asks you to explain it and they're like, it's complicated to explain and I don't know how to explain it. But, and I hate that. There are days that I truly wish I could turn the empath part of my brain on and off. Oh no, if I live more in feeling, my ADHD is worse, because that's when the autism really rears its ugly heads. But I wish I could turn the empath part of my brain on and off, because if I could just flip a switch and feel a person to be able to understand what they're trying to explain, but words won't cover it, it would be so much easier. Smelled white. It was white, smoky, and smelled like something was on fire. Yeah. Ooh, the next ship home. That sounds familiar. I know that title, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. That's true. Okay. We have been here for over 2 hours, my darlings, my dears. Oh, that's right. We're waiting for John to say he's home. And then we will probably wrap up shortly. Oh, you know what? You know who hasn't come and said hi? Uh-oh. Him's abandoned did me. Heather Webb. Cool. I will look for that. Okay. Oh, I bet he's on his chair. I bet Tookers is on his chair taking nappy naps. I was going to have him come say hi, because he was just here. There's a social puppy under the desk. This is true of distractions. No one knows the origin of language. You know what? I'm going to look that book up real quick. The Seahawks cruised to a 30-24 win over the Tennessee Titans. Not complaining. Yep. I have that feeling myself occasionally. We shouldn't be here. So you take 2 steps back and the next thing you know, something horrible happens. Yeah. I firmly believe that when you are getting ready to leave or go do something, if something happens that causes you to either go back in the house or just get a delayed start from when you were supposed to leave, there is a reason. Maybe you're avoiding a car accident. Maybe you're avoiding something falling or whatever, but there is always a reason. It's a trap. Yes. Interesting. Oop. But that's my thoughts here. I have had enough of those particular synchronicities happen. Did I? Okay. Oh, there it is. The next ship home. Ah. Yay. You are home. Good to hear it, friend. Deja vu is, yeah. Yep. Oh, where was I? We were in Woodburn, and the apartment complex the trolls, or the parents managed, was maybe a half mile from the main street. And I was in my bedroom one day, and her screech crash booked it out of my bedroom. One of the few times I cut through the office instead of going out the front door. So, layout of the apartment. My bedroom was literally right across from the office, which is why I had to keep my door shut. And I could book out that door real quick and easy. As opposed to out the bedroom, hang a right, hang a left, out the front door. But I went bolting out the office and headed up to the road. It was just a minor fender bender, but it was one of those, it sounded worse. Yeah, shit like that scares me. It really does. And the man behind the curtain gets those twinges of intuition far more often than I do. All right, y'all. I absolutely love chit-chatting with you guys, but we have been here for 2 hours, 15 minutes. And I need to go eat something. Yeah. I thought we did. No, we didn't that day. That's right. Thank you, Distraction from Power. We will see you soon. It's been good to see you in here a few times. Inconceivable. See you later, Andrea. I love you guys, so go out there and spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. There's enough darkness and hate out there. We do not need to be adding to it. And then make sure your loved ones, be they human, scaly, furry, or feather, know that you absolutely adore them. We do not know how much time we have together, and those last goodbyes suck. And if you guys take one thing and one thing only from my show and my streams, please let it be that you always, always, always remember that you are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. And you do have a reason for being here, even if you haven't figured it out. I was 40-something before I did. I will see you guys tomorrow. Namaste, Witchlings. Love you to bits.